I had to realize that you have to be selfish. You have to say no to yourself. Because it'll go from being your aunt to being yourself. What is up, y'all? It is Paris Tempet. Paris TT and PPED. TT and PPED. And as a kid, my mom was very strict in terms of how selfish I was allowed to be. It's one of those things where if I wanted something, I wanted it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I remember when I was a kid, my mom had bought me this toy, and my cousin, no, it wasn't even a toy. It was like an accessory that you were able to wear or whatever. And I remember I was in the car with my aunt and my cousin wanted it. She was like, oh, I want this. Can I have it? And I said no. And I'm like 5. Dead ass. So I said no. Absolutely not. It's mine. Like, it was bought for me. You know what I'm saying? And I can remember my aunt going like, don't be selfish. You can always get your own. Another one. Don't be selfish. You know what I'm saying? And she made me give it to her. And I remember for years, honestly, even into my adulthood, that was like a negative memory for me. Whenever I remember it, I remember being upset that I wasn't allowed to have it. Even like a little older than that, I won a talent show, and I got home because I won $20. This is when I was in 5th grade. I won a talent show. I get home. My mom takes the 20 and buys everybody ice cream. Oh, congratulations. And this is after they told me that, like, what, you're going to a talent show? Like, good luck. And I go win, which is crazy as hell. And I get home with that money, and my mom gives it to everybody. Another time, I forgot why I made $20. I think I made $20 because I graduated, like, 6th grade or some shit. And I was going home because my pastor gave it to me. So I get the $20. I'm in the car, and my aunt is like, what'd she say? Cause she's saying like what I can do with it. She's like, you can do this, and she's giving me all these suggestions. Like, we can all go get subs, we can get burgers, and I'm like, well, I want to save it. My dad told me that I gotta start learning how to save my money. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, no. Absolutely not. You're being selfish. And it was like I argued with her. This is my first time standing up for myself because she's the same aunt that told me when I was young to share the accessory that I had to give to my cousin. So, where's my lip balm? Because my lips is getting chapped as shit telling this story. Damn. At this time, I'm 11 now. I'm staying with her for like the summer because my mom I don't know what happened. I'm just staying with her. Get back to her house and I feel guilty, and I'm like, damn, like. So I forgot if I ended up like, I remember I went to the store, I bought something, and I started to spend it because like she made me feel guilty for saving it. She kept telling me, oh, you're gonna save your money. You're gonna save your money. You're gonna save your money, and I ended up spending the money. I blew through it. And I feel like that was how I got introduced to money. As a thing that when you get, you just blow through it. You can't help it. Like, you have to do it because if you do hold it, I don't know what the fuck kind of mental, shit that was. And I had to realize that you have to be selfish. You have to say no to yourself, because it'll go from being your aunt to being yourself. Because if you don't learn how to say no, like, that goes back to setting boundaries. People don't realize how important learning how to say no is, because you may have said yes to something that you wanted to say no to, and even with money, friendships, all types of shit. And it's one of those things where you will end up in situations where you say yes because you're people pleasing. And it's not even people pleasing, because what if they might not even be pleased with your yes? They might have maybe wanted you to say no. I now, understand the importance of being selfish, understanding the importance of self. We're like fucking fish. Okay, that's not. But like, we are 70% water or some shit like that. So like, we really are like fish. We have to. They don't think about us. They don't even, what? We are the last things on a fish's mind. They be just swimming. Just living life. Their own life. And who be in it. They pass by another fish, yo, what's up? They don't even say what's up. They just keep it pushing. You ain't the colony. You ain't the culture. Come on! But like, for real. Like, it's really that simple. You have to be selfish. And like, it's crazy because the universe doesn't want you to be. Because just being in yourself will literally have everything working back to what it was. But they want our attention. And I'm not going to say who they is. Y'all internalize your they. Your they could be the government. Your they could be your partner. Your they can be your friends. Your they could be that person. But you're not realizing if it's a negative they, it's a they that you are listening to and taking personally. Because you know how many theys are bad in the world? There are thousands of people, places, and things, and animals, and all types of shit that are not good for us that we can focus on. I can always think about, my God, sharks hate me. Sharks would eat the fuck out of me if I was in that fucking water. Sharks would be, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I go in there, bloop, oh, done. I could be focusing on that. Sharks are just as much of a killer as in like this fucking place, like in Earth. It's really, I'm just saying, we have to realize in this time, in our 20s, whatever age you are. Honestly, this is for any age. I wish that someone told me this when I was young. I'm really understanding like the power of the tongue. Understanding like when I was young, so when I was young as hell, let's just think about us. This is not even about me. When we're young, we already understand everything. Like, I'm young enough to still remember my childhood. We have to be grateful and thankful that we are still young enough to remember what it feels like to be kids. And if we go back, we can all agree right now, definitely if you are 13, you can definitely attest because you're a child, that we understand everything to our capacity. It really feels how it feels right now. Right now is the same amount of knowledge and understanding of English as I knew as a kid. But then we are taught how to speak. We're taught how to speak the language of English, which then has another language. We have to understand that we are already infinite knowledge, infinite shit. We know beyond what we need to know. But this just goes back to self. Being selfish. Whenever we give into this focus into other people's words and way that they phrase their internal complete understanding of everything, and if you're catching what I'm saying, type this down. Like, you're catching what I'm saying. It's one of those things where you have to understand focusing on anything outside of yourself will fuck everything up, literally, immediately. But I'm learning as I'm molding into myself that I have to be selfish again. With my time, with my love, with who I just talk to. Not overthink it though. I don't be like, oh my God, should I? But I have to be more aware. I have to start to focus on what's going on. And I'm realizing it's getting, as we're getting older and we're getting used to falling into the focuses of everything else and losing track of self. I'll be like overthinking about shit and all this extra past shit and do they this and am I that, and it's like it's taking away from the point of life, which is you have to focus. It's so interesting, but I'm gonna cut it here. I don't, I'm gonna listen to this back. And I'll catch you soon. What is up? It is Paris Timpit. I can't get to the phone right now, but I'll call you soon. Baby, where you on some other night?